morning, Tuesday, August 19th. It's the Automotive State of the Union. I'm Paul J. Daly. It's Kyle Mounts here. Today we're talking about fixed ops golden metrics. Very interesting. Inventory leveling off and playing a little Robotaxi Roulette.
Ooh.
I know, that's got my attention. I like Robotaxi Roulette, whatever that means.
It sounds fun. It sounds like a game that you would go and like do a vlog just on that.
We were almost playing it last time we were in Atlanta. I'll just give you a little
We were
hint
this
to the
close
third
to
story.
doing it.
Yeah, we were.
We got stories. We got stories.
We do have stories. I mean, there's a lot going on right now. Like, I feel the energy going into the fall, dare I say it, already. I think it's part of it is because NAMAD annual meeting is going to be next week in it's been a while since we've been to a live event. It's actually since a SodaCon.
Isn't that wild? Yeah,
it is.
It was a super dry summer for like, I don't know if some of the events just didn't happen. Women in Automotive was a couple weeks ago. I was actually in Nashville. I didn't get to be there, but yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, no. So we're going to be covering the NAMAD annual meeting, which is basically a big convention and has, I would say, the highest concentration of dealers probably of any event out there
per square foot for sure.
Legit. It's going to be at the Wynn. Kyle, you're going to be on vacation, so I'm not flying solo.
It's one of the best.
I'm not flying solo. You guys, you may know Errol Bomar III, who is a big part of a SodaCon this year. We've been, also host the live stage at NADA. He's going to be my wingman this next week.
Come on.
Yeah, I know you're jealous. We are gonna have, but you're gonna be on vacation, so it'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
So make sure you follow along with the coverage there. Also, tomorrow we have an ASOTU Edge webinar, 2025 halftime report, the state of dealer reputation, with our friends at Wide Whale. We're gonna have Matt Murray on there. We got a peek at some of the data. It's great. You should go to asotu.com, sign up so you can get the webinar recording or be there live with us. This is something that it's actionable stuff for every single person, every single dealer. You can read this data. You can get the insights. You can make adjustments for the second half of the year. So you should be there.
You got to check it out.
All right, let's get into some news because we're running a little late today. The Fixed Ops Golden Metrics 2025 report from our friends at Reynolds and Reynolds is highlighting how service departments are stacking up in hours, labor rates, and RO profits, plus big gains from some technician efficiency tools. That's a huge conversation right now, and it should be. I'm glad they're making it louder. Basically, here's some bullet points from the report: a recognizable and historically occurring dip in total hours sold in September. Interesting. An upward trajectory in ELR as the year progressed, especially in 2025.
Makes sense.
Upward trajectory in profit per customer pay RO as the year progressed, especially in 2025. And this may be the most telling, clear evidence, and they've reiterated many times, this is very clear, that technicians armed with technology helps them be more efficient, produce better outcomes than those who do not have access to the same tools. Equals more money.
More money. Yeah,
More
I would
happy.
say like there's a few anecdotes to this. One of the things that I've been noticing as I've been talking to a lot of different dealers is they are going back to so many of like their hourly charges and looking at the market and raising those rates. And so you start to get just a higher ELR because of the raised rates, but especially like when you can turn 0.3 into 0.2 because of efficiency, and you start to gain that over a week because, you're getting parts a little bit quicker to the bay, or maybe there's, people are using video or photo evidence for proof of why you need something. Actually, it's very interesting. This is something that people are learning throughout different industries. I had a bug person here at the house. We're checking for termites. It's something very, very normal here in Tennessee to check for. And like, we didn't have to go all over our property. He was like, here's 5 photos and a video of me near your house talking about what's going on around your house. So this is the cadence. Like, he did the whole inspection, and then we met at the front door, and he had like 10 photos and videos around my house of him very clearly going through the house. This is something that people are getting used to. And so as we're getting that into the service drive, people are already normalized into service technicians, giving them recognizable ways to say yes to work. So all of that is contributing to the industry's ability to raise ELR, to raise dollars.
The termite guy can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, here a little Nathan, our producer, laid in a little more information. So this is basically $9,000 more profit per month, and that's for a 150 RO store, basically.
Which is a modest size store, for sure.
I mean, that's a
like
lot of money.
That's a
100,
kind of
100K to the bottom line. Let's go. It takes a lot of ROs to make 100K to the bottom line.
That is.
There you go. Speaking of,
I don't know.
The bottom line.
There you go. That was the first time ever Nathan actually finished a segue.
You finished your sandwiches.
After months of tariff shocks and supply swings, dealer lots look familiar again. The average automaker now has a 73-day supply of new cars. I don't know if that's making us happy or sad. Right on the industry's long-term target. Lots once ran as high as 89 days of supply during early tariff panic. Inventories then plunged to 66 days when the 25% tariffs hit, but have since recovered. Despite cost, prices rose just 1.5% year over year as automakers and dealers have absorbed tariffs largely. Some brands buck the trend. Toyota and Lexus are tight with just over 1 month of supply, while Ram and Land Rover are sitting on 4 months of supply. So
yeah, it's kind of interesting. I've been watching that Toyota Lexus the day supply actually grow. They were 24
days at the beginning of the year. Like
yeah,
that.
they were expecting to be around 20 days and they've gotten just over a month. So kind of interesting that they're seeing a raised supply while, with the rest of the industry, which is not something that they've been doing. They
were unhealthily low though.
Yeah,
right.
For
like
sure.
They were constantly maneuvering and pivoting to make up for the fact that they were so low.
Yeah. So production may have gotten better there. The interesting thing to me here is that you're seeing prices not increase, and we've started to get reports of the impact to profitability for these automakers in Q1 and Q2. The question still remains, like, how long can that be sustained? Are inventories going to be dropped in order to maintain profitability? Are you going to start to see automakers raise prices into Q4 or maybe in new model years? It'll be interesting to see like how that balance gets struck as we head into the fall.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, you said it. I mean, we're just following. What an inventory story. Like, history is going to look back at the last 5 or 6 years and just watch legit like a Six Flags level roller coaster on inventory.
Full on Six Flags.
It's feeling pretty good now.
Yeah,
we're coasting into the I mean, who knows?
Who knows what's going to happen?
Speaking of who knows what's going to happen.
That's right.
Segue.
That's right. Because if you're in Atlanta, it's a game of roulette. Now that Waymo has expanded past California and Arizona.
Wait, is that Steve Greenfield in the picture?
Oh no, Steve Greenfield made it.
That's what like happened? AI Steve Greenfield in Atlanta with the vest. Let's put a little logo on the vest.
So good. So they are in Atlanta now, but it's not as guaranteed as some of those other cities. Riders can select their preferred Waymo in the app. However, still people are getting matched with human drivers more often than not. Atlantans are starting to cancel rides over and over and over, attempting to get a Waymo. One reporting that they canceled 20 rides before they were able to get a Waymo, even though it was set as their preferred. They only have dozens, so not hundreds of vehicles in the city right now, with plans to grow in the coming years. The app and Uber and Waymo have said that you can increase your odds by staying inside the 65 square mile service zone, which is pretty big, avoid highways, and ride outside peak time. So basically, if you try at 4 a.m. in the middle of the city, you're going to be fine. As one rider put it, the fact that it's so challenging has turned it into a game.
Okay. So last time we were in Atlanta, we tried to get a Waymo from the hotel to the Porsche Experience Center. So it wasn't that far of a trip, just a mile or two. And we did the little thing, we can only ask for preferred. And we got probably one of the worst Ubers we've ever gotten since we've been riding Uber together. I could not breathe inside this vehicle. I would have given anything for a Waymo. So as people start to trust this, I think it's just going to become the preferred way to travel. There's one person in the article, we don't have it here in the show notes, but basically he said, after a long day, like, I really look forward to having like the ride to myself.
Yeah.
Right. It's much more like you're in a personal vehicle where it's just quiet.
No one's telling you, bother you
that I no keep smells to bother you. There are
those Waymo drives that I did out in Arizona, they were the most comfortable, the most, like, I felt the most confident in them, and they were. It's just like clear space. The vehicles are extremely clean. So I can see how once you have that opportunity, this is for anybody that is building value propositions, this is always the struggle with building a net new value proposition, that when it's better than the other options, when you don't meet or exceed that value proposition, it's actually more damaging to the brand. And I think Uber and Waymo are experiencing what every brand experiences if they can't meet expectations.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Waymo CEO's out here throwing shade on Elon Musk like a boss. He's like, still waiting for Elon Musk to launch a Robotaxi. I'll wait. You know what I mean? He's real salty right now. But look, we hope you have an amazing day. Get out there. You always have something you can control. And you know what those things are? It starts with your attitude, and then the people that are in front of you and the people that are walking your doors. Take care of those things. Pay attention to the data. We'll see you here tomorrow morning.